feel them now. When I close my eyes, yeah, my chest gets loud. I can feel my breath, I can hear that sound. I'ma stand my ground, I'ma scream and shout. I'll be where I wanna be, and I'll make my way. Don't make no apologies, 'cause I'm here to stay. I've been so lost, now I've been found. Whoa, 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 whoa. Watch out, 'cause I'm in my zone. Whoa, 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 whoa. Watch out, 'cause I'm in my zone. And I don't care what you think you got. It's not fair what you think you thought. That's how it goes. Watch out, 'cause I'm in my zone. Whoa, 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 whoa. Watch out, 'cause I'm in my zone. Whoa, whoa.
Oh, didn't see you there. Hey guys, Daniel here. We're here at Venice Beach. Awesome setup for the Herbalife Triathlon. We're gonna do the Pro AM. Life is good. So this is basically the swim for Sunday's race, and I'm just gonna jump in and see what it feels like.
Paul Felder and I are doing the Pro Am of the Herbalife Olympic Distance Triathlon. So we have an athlete from the Challenge Athletes Foundation doing the swim. I'm going to do the bike, and then Paul's going to break his PB in the 10K off the bike. So he's going to bring it home, bring the victory home for sure.
The PTO Pro Am race this weekend. So just doing a little shakeout jog, break a sweat.
This is where it's happening. So super excited that PTO decided to throw on a race. We're doing a Pro-Am relay race. So we have about 5 or 6 teams. So I have my teammate Sam Long, who's going to be riding the bike, and then my swimmer is going to be Emily Gray, who's a 3-time Paralympic swimmer from South Africa. And it's just very exciting time to be in triathlon, especially here in LA.
Well, what a setting we're being treated to for the first PTO Pro-Am here on Venice Beach.
Our Challenged Athlete Foundation getting ready there. The PTO athletes are ready and waiting.
Update you, and there they go.
We've got Jamal Hill, Alyssa Seeley, and they are at the back of the pack. Oh, that's Emily Gray in 4th right now.
Now we're taking a look here at, I think that's Chris Hammer.
Chris Hammer, yeah. Look at the competitive nature of the swim now, Barry.
Yeah.
As we see Ahalia Lettenberger in the pink cap right on the hip of Chris Hammer.
She's playing this to absolute perfection, no question.
We see them turn at the final buoy to bring it home onto the beach. So Chris Hammer first into T1, hands over to Heather Jackson.
Wow, what a great swim by Haven Shepherd. Jackson will get in the transition zone. And there goes Lionel Sanders. And there goes the tag. There goes Mr. Sam Long.
Jamal Hill is approaching the beach.
There's no question about it. Lionel Sanders comes to play every single day.
Right, the guy is built different.
And
Here we go, Barry, here we go.
Let's see if he says anything, he even looks over.
Heather had a look, but Lionel's dialed in as he passes Heather Jackson on the course.
What happened? Blowout.
Sanders is absolutely ripping it down here.
There's Daniel. Lionel Sanders is absolutely just pounding it down. He's on the completion now, so Sanders is on the way home. So he's moved into second place, so Sam Long is having a spectacular ride out there. Wow, there's Daniel. Daniel and Sam, so Daniel might have one of the fastest bikes, but well, certainly he's going to be in there as they're coming through. So that is Sam Long and Daniel.
He will be going after his PB here in Los Angeles today.
The athletes are on the final 10K stretch then of this PTO Pro-Am.
Oh, and there's Heather Fell. Paul Felder there.
I mean, look at the pace he's going at. What a just incredible man, incredible athlete, no question about it. Fell is absolutely having a phenomenal run.
Look at her goes. Oh no, I think that Heather's gone the wrong way. He's managed to gain some ground.
She and Paul are going to have pretty similar run splits out there. She's actually going through some of the elite women. We saw that. There's Roderick on the other side.
Felder is here in triathlon
For real.
win.
Yeah.
Paul Felder crosses the line. Congratulations to them. Okay, as we see Rudy.
Oh, look at the high five there, right? Rudy's
nice.
Rudy's paying respect. He knows he's not going to catch Heather.
Britain over the line to take second place. Big smiles from her. And he makes his final turn. Rudy Garcia Tolson will cross the line in third place for his team, Team Long.
And it really is the start of something special for the PTO as well. We had Sam, the CEO, he was telling us about the series where we're going next. Of course, we're going to Edmonton in July.
I feel extra pressure being the hometown person in Edmonton. I'm trying not to let it affect me too much mentally, but it definitely is a thing. And driving around the city, seeing flags of me, and not only that, just having my family and friends in town watching, and my mom very involved with the race. It does bring an extra layer of pressure, and I definitely prefer to race as an underdog, kind of flying under the radar, so that's definitely not the case here in Edmonton.
This one's going to be hard for us, for not for Christian because he's the Olympic champion. He is technically an ITU guy, but this is going to be a tough race for us to do well in, undoubtedly.
The winning is the greatest feeling there is. Yeah, it's getting harder and harder to beat me, I think.
On a good roll, I would say, and hopefully I can take both the win on Sunday, but also with the 5% bonus point, it will mean that I will most likely be coming into Collins Cup as ranked number 1.
This year is about doing something new, and when the PTO Tour, I guess, was first announced, I just put it on my calendar. I'm super happy and just, yeah, really excited to be at this race and just do what I can on the course.
It's the first ever PTO Tour event, and I think it's fantastic. Yeah, I'm fit, healthy, and going to race as hard as I can, so happy to be able to do that.
I'm so excited to be here. I had the second fastest debut ever. I'm ready to go for this race. Just feels like a huge gift, and I'm excited to see where I can mix it up.
This is my first real big race of the season. I see myself as a long course athlete. I think I've shown that this is where really my strength is. Like, I want to race for the win, and yeah, but it will be a challenging one for sure.
We are live in over 160 territories over the course of this weekend.
Look, here in Edmonton, first race of the PTO Tour. It's a new dawn in our sport. The prestige involved, I haven't seen a calibre field that we have assembled here today in my lifetime in the sport. So much on the line today. Hometown favourite, Paula Finlay, because she's made it abundantly clear that she wants the win here today.
Athletes, you are in the hands of the starter.
We set the world on fire. We set the world on fire.
Well, you can see from that great aerial shot, they've got 3 or 4 trying to break away, and look at the separation. I think it's maybe the 6th or 7th athlete.
Her just coming onto the right side of that buoy, whereas they had to keep those orange markers always on the other side.
And this is, of course, as you say, when you come back up onto shore, your heart rate starts climbing, and you've got about 30 meters of running on the sand. I think some of the longer distance athletes really haven't got much practice on that format.
That's Ashley Gentle just coming out there, I think, at the back of those 4 girls. That's a fantastic swim for her.
And there's Paula Finlay in 7th place, 29 seconds down. So that first group of 5 really have made a gap.
That gap is absolutely huge now, isn't it? And they're only still just into the mid part of lap 2, so that's going to really stretch by the time they finish the swim.
So this should be Paula Finlay coming out of the water now. I think Finlay should be in this group. Well, it's time to leave the water here in Harlech Park, that long blue carpet into the transition zone, and from the first few strokes, we've had this young woman in the lead as Lopes from Brazil makes the way. It's a long run to get to the transition zone.
Only 12 seconds behind Victoria Lopez, whereas that gap was bigger at the end of the second lap than it was at the end of the third. As we're seeing Ashley Gentle here just trying to get her sleeves in, so she'll have had that rolled down underneath her swim skin.
Well, Paula Finlay just into the transition zone, 71 seconds down, and the legend just a few seconds back, Nicholas Birrick. So we have some serious talent coming out of the water within that first 75 seconds.
I don't think it's going to be too long before Paula Finlay hits the very front of this race. I think Paula on her day could do it. Ashley, Julie, Nicola, all could be there.
That's a nice group. Ellie Salthouse, Nicholas Birrick and Ashley Gentle, only just on that 30 seconds back. These are all women that on any given day could win a race anywhere else around the world.
Paula is really taking it to these girls, and you know, Paula on form, as we keep saying, is nigh on unbeatable. It's such a shame when we see these athletes not finish. And
Lopez will need to serve a 30-second penalty, and it needs to be served before she hits T2. On paper, Ash Gentle can probably afford to have a 2-minute deficit and still run down Paula Finlay. However, that's on paper.
Laura Phillips is gliding across
Unleashing
this
her
course.
weapon.
Paula's going to need to find another gear here pretty soon because they're taking big chunks of time out of her. Paula Finlay right now running scared because Ashley Gentle is down to roughly.
See her on screen right now, so it's only a matter of time.
The fact that Ashley can now see in her sights, that's going to be so motivating for her. And she's going to pass any second here at speed as well.
Let's see if there's any interaction at all as they go by.
Absolutely nothing. complete focus from both of those athletes. But you know, wearing the number one, you feel a target on your back, you do, and that's Laura Phillip here today. She's our number one ranked athlete, still racing strong, still in third, but not looking as comfortable as I have seen her in the past.
Even Sadaro, who's coming up in 4th place, as long as she just gets the job done.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
And then you've got Chelsea Sadaro right behind saying, not today, my friend.
Ashley Gentle from Australia will claim the first ever PTO Canadian Open. Paula Finley, the Olympian, the local girl, crosses the line in second.
That's incredible. Look at that. Look
Chelsea
at that.
Sadaro.
But we have got the ingredients we need today for a race for the ages.
We've got some top names here racing today.
The athletes themselves arrived, about an hour and 15 minutes or so ago. And I'd love to know from you whether the game, for some of them, has already begun.
You can't go past Lionel Sanders as someone who is a home favourite. He's got grit, determination. The crowd are going to be behind him. Don't look past him. The calibre of athlete Alistair Brownlee is, would you ever write him off? Probably can't win it in the swim, but you could lose it. 2, Gustav Eden is almost unbeatable at this distance. He's incredible at this distance. He's a 2-time half Ironman world champion, but he will be up at the pointy end. Christian Blumenfeld coming off the most unbelievable 12 months. I don't think anybody in triathlon history ever has or ever will do again what he's done. Olympic title, world title, another world title, fastest Ironman time ever. Can he top it off today?
Tell us, Vicky, in that first few hundred meters, what's going on in your mind when you're standing there with 45 or 50 of the best people in the world?
You really want to be as close to the front as you possibly can be once you hit that first turn, boys. Just picking out, I believe, Henry Schoeman there with the orange cap. No surprises to see him. He's leading that middle spearhead.
Go, Schoeman got to do this, and he's doing it to magic once again. Ali Brownlee looking fantastic.
There he is himself, Lionel Sanders.
Lots of time to make up. Look at the massive gap there. You can see the group of 4 to the group that has Christian Blumenfeld and a group of about 9 or 10. So
that's right. He wasn't sure. He said he would have to have the swim of his career to make that front pass.
Well, someone we've not touched on yet in the swim, but who's having actually a really good swim is Gustav Eden. The final 100 meters or so of this swim.
Fantastic. That's Henry Schoeman trying to get out of his speed suit. The 2-time Olympic champion Alistair Brownlee in red. 4 of those first 6 men have been to the Olympic Games. How special is that? Here they come now.
I think that group will be together. Here we go, the next group out. You've got Christian Blumenfeld right behind him, but the fantastic swim for Gustav.
Really going. There is Lionel Sanders, and he will be virtually one of the last athletes, maybe the 3rd last out, so he's going to have another one of those tooth-popping bicycle rides. It's a great shot going up. This is about a 4% grade. It's Alistair Brownlee who is leading out there. Well, that is Sam Laidlaw, I think, and he is showing no respect for the 2-time Olympian Alistair Brownlee, as these 2 guys are really starting to stretch things out here.
Back in the great shot now of Christian Blumenfeld up on screen.
He's well over 2 minutes down, so he is not making time right now.
He's not. No.
Look at Lionel Sanders.
He's not hanging around.
Sanders is going to start catching over the next lap and a half a lot of the people who came out of the water 1 to 2 minutes. Sense of, there's Christian Blumenfeld about 150 plus. Well, Sam has taken over, and it is Brownlee now in second.
That's Gustav with Christian right behind him as he takes a little bit of a look back. Gustav even on screen
looks
here.
Incredible right now. He is really, he has picked it up completely. Distanced himself from that chase group that he was in. He's now caught Kyle Smith, and I think he's on the hunt now for both Alistair Brownlee and Sam Laidlaw.
He's moving himself up now and to the top dozen or so athletes. So that is an incredible move for Sander.
That's the way that Ali Brownlee loves to race. Or is he going to say, okay, I know I don't have the run fitness that I would like to have.
Oh, look at Brownlee. He rode over that line.
He dismounted over the line, so I think he's hoping that by returning there, he won't get a penalty.
That is a very rookie mistake. I mean,
really impressed with Sam Laidlow right now. Oh, Kyle, that is Kyle Smith that had a little bit of a tumble.
It's not the way you're going to want to start a 18-kilometer run.
And here we've got Lionel Sanders already into transition. Incredible bike ride from Sanders. No, this is not good.
It's really hard to know exactly what's going on, but you can just see his face.
This is not what Alistair Brownlee would want to see. And in that picture, just over, is the current Olympic champion and world champion at long course and short course.
Yes, getting married later this year.
Oh my gosh, what have we got here?
We've got a cramp. That's got to be a cramp for Christian Blumenfeld.
Look at that.
This is a game of, we saw carnage yesterday, and right now...
We did not predict
No, we did not.
Non-Stanford.
Now we've got Sam Laidlow with the same problems.
Another cramp.
It's cloud cover, so it's
humid today.
They're just starting to drop. Alistair Brownlee, now Christian Blumenfeld.
I think he's
I'm not sure if that's a cramp. The way he was actually holding down on the quad, that makes me think he's pulled something.
I totally agree with you.
Christian Blumenfeld, hat on backwards. It was just about 20 minutes ago that we wondered if he would be off the course and not able to finish, but he is eating into that gap. You can see there the top right side of the screen, that is Christian Blumenfeld. And down on the left side now, just 250 meters from the finishing line, it is Gustav Iden from Norway, part of the Norwegian train, as he has absolutely raced to perfection. He looks over his shoulder, and I think for the first time he's going to realize that he's going to have this thing, the victory, the Canadian Open. He's now starting to show some appreciation to the crowd. It's onto the blue carpet as Gustav Iden from Norway, the man who has dominated this mid-distance, is going to win the Canadian Open. Solid swim, brilliant bike, and the day's most important factor, he got it job done on the run. Iden from Norway will win here in Canada. Christian Blumenfeld, and he's still sprinting to the finishing line.
He doesn't know any other way.
Grabs the watch time at the finishing line. Christian Blumenfeld, boy, that is a gutsy race. Here he comes. He's going to take the third position on the podium. Nobody would have mentioned his name before the day started. It has been a big weekend for Australia as Aaron Royal crosses the line in third place here at the PTO Canadian Open.
Lionel Sanders is an absolute animal. That's all there is to it. He is an absolute animal. He wears his heart on his sleeve. He gives it his all every single time that he stands on a start line. And, you know, we were speculating, we think he can make himself into top 10. We think he can make himself into the top 5. He was just absolutely incredible. But I think with Alistair Brownlee, I mean, he really had some quite serious issues, stomach issues. I don't think it was the lack of fitness that was the problem here. I think he actually had some nutrition issues and some hydration issues, which caused those cramps. So the way that he's come back, I thought he was going to have to step off the course. So, you know, hats off to Alistair Brownlee. That was a really superb way to finish.
It has been a day of incredible surprises. No surprise to see two of those men on that podium, however. Gustav Iden, incredible efforts out there by Christian Blumenfeld, the friendship of those two guys, the camaraderie, the training. Great to see Aaron Royal coming back from a couple of years of injuries, of challenges, of not even knowing if he's going to be in this event. You can see how emotional it was for him. It's been a weekend of age group racing, and culminating now with three absolute warriors, the new era, the PTO Canadian Open. And now the real tough decisions are going to start, and that is for the captains of Europe. Who do the European captains take? And who do the international captains take? On the U.S. team, a big finish today, but all of these men are trying to put their names forward to be considered for the Collins Cup, which is just over 4 weeks from now.
This year's Collins Cup will be twofold what last year's was. I just think, you know, last year was the first year. There were some athletes that didn't really understand what it was all about. This year, I mean, you've got athletes that have travelled from all over the world to get to this race just to give themselves a chance to make the Collins Cup.
Yeah, my win in Edmonton was really special. Yeah, I had such a great time at that race. I really enjoyed pretty much every aspect of it, and I guess coming back to training, it was, you know, in some aspects tough because, you know, you've just come off this great high, but I was also really motivated by it because it really spurred me on for the Collins Cup, and then, yeah, really focus again and stay motivated for training, to be honest.
Yeah, definitely Flora Duffy and Ashley. So they're both Team International, so it won't be both of them. But they're, I mean, at the moment, I would say the two top contenders.
The US team, definitely, we were the underdogs and we surprised a lot of people. I think this year we also go into underdogs, and I'd like to think we're going to surprise some people.
The main thing is that kind of battle aspect that really gets people watching. For a long time I was training hard to represent France. Now to be the only French person here representing Europe is another step again, and it's all been a bit of a whirlwind, and if my season was to end tomorrow, I would already be happy with what I've achieved.
Absolutely, I'm here for redemption, I guess you could say, and I just think I'm more prepared for what the week entails, and the week starts today and leading up into it, and the Collins Cup is a lot about mental warfare leading into the race, and last year I didn't do a good job. I was up against the GOAT and I didn't do a good job, and now I'm prepared for whatever matchup I get.
I didn't even have a start for Canada, so I certainly didn't think I was going to have a start for the Collins Cup. So it's pretty special to be here. I genuinely think that we can take it to the Europeans and keep the perception that they're the best in the world. But yeah, I guess we'll see on Saturday. But I know that I'm feeling confident, that Team International are feeling confident, the captains are confident. They're not trying to put pressure on us, but they have the belief that they think we can take the Collins Cup, and you can tell that it was a genuine belief that they had.
We have got a stellar cast who have been selected to represent the teams from the US, from Europe, and the internationals, and they will do battle over a series of 12 races to see who rules the sport of triathlon. Collins Cup returns. The biggest team event in triathlon is back once again.
These are the best professionals in the world. Once that gun goes off, it is all business.
Well, it's time for the talking to stop and the action to begin. The 2022 Collins Cup is about to get underway. Well, this is it. 3 into 1 does not go, but who will stand tallest at the end of the day, and who will lift the Collins Cup in 2022?
The reigning Olympic champion and world champion. I think it would be kind of cool to battle against her.
After last year especially, I want to perform well.
Once the gun goes off, you can change into a completely different person.
I want to win. I'm here to win. I welcome anyone.
We are favorites because we have a title to defend.
Race like someone's going to catch you, give 110%.
Is the start of something bigger than just ourselves as professional athletes in the sport.
Team Europe has become even stronger than what we were last year.
We're all coming in hungry, and we have absolutely nothing to lose here.
What we've put in on the line and what we've sacrificed to get to this level.
Strategically, I do believe we can actually win.
When race day comes, I will be ready mentally.
I'm feeling confident, that Team International feeling confident.
Pushing until the finish and giving it your all on the day.
Yeah, I'm really honored to get the chance to race here.
Duffy has taken off.
They're much closer than I would have anticipated.
She understands the importance of a fast start.
The first of the Collins Cup athletes, Flora Duffy, hit short. That is Daniela Reef, who's not far behind. Another yellow cap for Team International, looking over her shoulder with a large gap back to Chelsea Sodaro and Laura Phillip.
This is Paula Finlay here, just about to come out of the water. She has managed to put a little bit of a gap, definitely not very sizable and not definitive at this point. The two of them last year at this event swam shoulder to shoulder. Are we going to see a complete rematch of that? So fantastic start for Team International, and they are right together still.
Brazilian Vitória Lopes out of the water, and we have seen the first pass of the day. Daniela looking like Daniela of old and just laying it down.
This is the box office one. The men's matches are starting in match 7. Olympic champion, Ironman world champion, Olympic bronze medalist, and Ben Canute all going head to head here. Ben Canute is going out pretty strongly here.
Nicola Spirig storming to the front in match 4.
And yes, he has caused a rather large ruckus this week.
He's excited to prove a point after what's been said.
Sam Laidlow doesn't need any wetsuit. That guy is flying on top of the water.
That it's going to be a very, very large lead for Sam Laidlow out of the water.
She's now 2:15 ahead.
And this is the Daniela Ryf we all know and love. She is one of the greatest long-distance athletes that we've ever seen.
Match 4 then for the men here. Patrick Langer, 2-time Ironman world champion. Debut here, the captain's pick, Jason West. Aaron Royal, a debut he kind of asked to go ahead in that PTO in Canada, and I mean it worked out well, getting the bronze there, and that means he is going to make his debut at the Collins Cup. And they're getting out so quickly here, really fighting for every inch in the water.
This looks like an overtake by the international team right there.
We both put our hands up here in commentary, so we're not falling off our chairs, but those guys almost toppled. Paula Finlay has taken the lead by 4 minutes.
Well, it is the 11th of the waves. You have to think that Eden is the swimmer of this bunch, but we've been surprised in a couple of those waves. The whole Collins Cup might just come down to these athletes.
So expect them to be close.
This is Aaron Royal then, out leading this bike leg at the moment.
There is absolutely no other athlete around him. Then it's a unique position, to say the least. We need to start making this time back up on Sam Laidlow, and that's exactly what they're doing. Sam Long said several times, you know, I hope you cramp.
Doesn't want to see any other athlete all day long.
When Daniela Ryf is on her A game, that is going to probably be the fastest bike of the day.
So they are closing that down with every kilometre. Ashley Gentle overtaking Laura Philipp there. Well, Paula Finlay then, again having a great run. But Nicola Spirig at the moment in that driving seat.
Magnus having an unbelievable ride.
Until then, still continuing that great run of form from that PTO event in Canada, where she had a great swim as well. I think she came out in the top group there, maybe 5th or 6th, and then she just progressed, didn't she? She had to sit in second, and she overhauled Paula Finlay there to get that eventual win.
The Europeans have moved into a sizable lead. Lionel Sanders now, for the first time today, has moved in the lead.
As we can see, poor Sam Laidlow has stopped and is struggling. You can see Sam Laidlow headlong. He looks very, very dejected right now. Is this sweet justice for Sam Long? Because, I mean, Sam Long said, I hope you cramp. Wow, I really did not expect this to happen.
We are watching here one of the greatest women that I've ever watched race triathlon.
Now it's nearly 6 minutes between Daniela and Flora, and Daniela is on the final stretch. You can see that she's running on grass now.
And she will have an incredible victory for Europe here as Daniela Ryf claims maximal point. That is an incredible silver medal performance today for Bermuda's Flora Duffy as she will cross the line in 2nd place.
Yeah, at the moment, Team US are struggling for race victory. Yeah, we're just seeing Sarah True here come into that final section around the horse track. So she will be the final athlete to finish in match 1. And just behind her, we can see Ashley Gentle, who is leading in match 2. So it looks like she is going to take all the points back to Team International.
Ashley Gentle takes a win in wave number 2. Paula Finley is going to claim victory and maximal points. The international team going into the lead.
And Nicola Spirig is going to take this one in match 4. Holly Lawrence, job done for Team Europe. Team Europe are doing the job at the moment, 52.5 points. He is in full flight now, Christian Blumenfeld. And look, he's lapping up this crowd. Lionel Sanders puts his foot down.
And look, he has left Sam Long in his wake.
He has done it back-to-back victories here.
Dominating performance by the 24-year-old as Team Europe continues to pile up the wins.
You can see Aaron is in a whole world of pain there. His tactic for today had to be to go out hard and to hope he never saw one of his competitors again, and he's delivered that. Aaron's winning his matchup for Team International.
Second time victory now for Europe, as the man who has not lost, I think, a PTO race, Gustav Eden, will claim victory here for the European team.
Yeah, lovely to see that moment as Sam Laidlow actually makes it across the line and goes straight in for a handshake and a hug with Sam Long. To Sam Long's credit, he was right there. As you can see in the background is Lionel Sanders.
Well, at the end of 12 enthralling matchups, it is congratulations to Team Europe, who once again retain the Collins Cup. Talk about it coming thick and fast. Not long until we are off to Dallas, the 17th and 18th of September, showcasing the very best the sport of triathlon has to offer. Very warm welcome to Dallas, a stunning setting for Triathlon's US Open. And this is the third event of the PTO calendar, which means we have got 100 kilometers of the Fast and the Furious.
Being able to race here in Dallas in the US Open is something I've really been looking forward to. Of course, it's when I look at the start line for this race, for instance, I'm the first ranked athlete.
It was tough not to participate in the Collins Cup. I'm mostly here to just see where I am, just to get back into the racing mindset. Like, I want to know the athletes that I'm racing.
Found it really motivating to almost be the underdog again. And yeah, I've definitely got my eyes on the top spot. I think I'm the athlete that always does want to win and be the best. So yeah, they've had a nice time whilst I haven't been here, but I look forward to being in the mix as well.
I just have one more year left. If I make top 10, it would be awesome. I think I would be really happy with that. The level of excitement once the process is pretty high.
A very warm welcome to Dallas, a stunning setting for Triathlon's US Open, and this is the third event of the PTO calendar, which means we have got 100 kilometers of the Fast and the Furious. We have got $1 million up for grabs on the finish line, and we've got one big question that needs answering. In the intense heat and the draining humidity, who comes through to make themselves a hero this weekend?
I got a black heart, I got a lost mind, trying to find the truth inside these white lies. But I'm not a soldier, always be AWOL, hiding myself behind these brick walls.
Athletes, you are in the hands of the starter.
We are racing. First tour event in the US for the PTO, so a very special weekend.
Already seeing some spreading out in the women's field. No surprise at all to see Lucy Charles-Barclay in that blue suit and the silver caps, trying to hang on to the toes there of Lucy Charles-Barclay. That is the red cap of Taylor Knibb. Yeah, so it looks like these two have put some distance in. So they've got to get up those steep steps. It's about a 150-metre run before they get back into the water. And that's a really long run to do. It also changes your heart rate. So we did just see there Ashley Gentle moving up through that pack. She swam up on the hips of quite a few athletes. We've just got a time split up here, and I believe it was 31 seconds between Taylor Knibb to Lottie Wilms, who was at the lead of that chase group. Lucy is stealing a bit of a march on her here through transitions.
And she's already out on the bike course.
That pack didn't split up on the second lap. They're going to be a big pack heading out onto this 80-kilometre bike together.
That pack was about a minute down from Taylor Knibb. The gap is closing.
There from that aerial shot, as Taylor Knibb flies by Lucy Charles. She didn't need the full 45 seconds. She's absolutely blitzed by her there.
Oh, gosh, no, this is not good. It was obviously a loose cable, and that's why she was pushing such a giant gear when she's realised there is something drastically wrong, and she's stopped on the side.
The bike leg has been bad for Lucy. That is not what you want to be seeing when you look over your shoulder.
Paula Finlay in the green suit.
Those big names, Lawrence, Duffy, all solid athletes starting to come through now on the bike.
Latest timing checks did say that they were around about a minute and 20 down on the likes of Taylor Knibb and Lucy Charles-Barclay right at the front of the race.
You can see Lucy Charles-Barclay on screen now, and she has been given that bottle.
She's struggling though. You can see it's on a weird angle.
It is on a weird angle. Look, she's really struggling to get it in.
We just see Lucy Charles has dropped another bottle there. That is the second bottle we've seen.
On the way to a successful day, this woman will be in and out in less than 20 seconds.
And that was a great transition from Taylor Knibb.
Well, here comes a woman that led out of the water. She used to see exactly what's in those running legs because she looked fantastic at the World Championships 3 weeks ago.
Chase group comes in off the bike.
It's Ashley Gentle really starting to move. That is Paula Finlay giving a cooling off towel to Flora Duffy, who now says, I thank you, but I must leave.
But I'm out. I'm going to see you later. This is with Taylor Knibb. She's out front. She's sitting pretty. She's able to control the pace herself. She's controlling the race right now. Is Ash Gentle able to make her way up onto that last step on the podium's third place? I know that it'd be a great way for her to finish the season. And I think that's exactly what we're seeing right now with Taylor Knibb. None of us really knew what sort of form she was coming in here with.
And here comes Ashley Gentle. She is moving through this field.
Wow, yeah. Look at this.
There's Ashley in fourth, and our Olympic Games gold medalist, Flora Duffy. Looks like she's really struggling there. You can see the fatigue on her face. Her arms are tightened up. Ashley Gentle, who loves the heat, looks like she's in a driver's seat right now in fourth place. And Ashley Gentle now is going to go by and not even stop to say hello. She's got Miss Lucy Charles-Barclay on her mind. First, will she understand that she has Ashley Gentle coming at her at a really incredible pace?
Look at this. This is really interesting. Looking at Taylor Knibb, she's realised I need to slow down now.
Vicky, look at this. We have a pack of three, and there's the pass. Ashley Gentle has passed Lucy Charles-Barclay.
Actually, that's the first time we've seen Taylor stop not through an aid station. Is
she coming apart a little bit?
She's got 3 minutes, but this is absolutely critical. Taylor
was there a little shake of her head? There's a little shake of her head.
Ashley giving absolutely everything she's got left to get through this final 3 kilometres now. She's just come into shot. She can see Taylor Knibb rounding that corner in front of her, and I don't think it would be premature to say that right now the smart person's money is on Ashley Gentle to take the win.
That number 1 lead spot in her sights right now.
We're going to see the pass any second now, aren't we?
She's gone.
7.
She's through.
She's passed. Nearly 7 minutes she's taken out of Taylor Knibb on this run.
Unbelievable. She is approaching the tape. There's the smile. Now she's taking it all in. What a moment. Ashley Gentle has done it again. And talking of effort and remarkable performances, Taylor Knibb bringing it home for her team. She comes over the line. She takes the second spot. It's going to be an emotional day for her as well. But she is just about to cross the line in third place here at the PTO US Open. Congratulations to Lucy Charles-Barclay. Taylor Knibb and Ashley Gentle.
Triathlon is commonly acknowledged to be the ultimate test of endurance, and for those at the elite level, it requires you to push yourself beyond limits that most of us can only dream of. And then every so often a day comes along that requires you not only to push yourself beyond your physical extremes, but to do so in extreme conditions, and this is one of those days. The time for talking is almost done. It is nearly over to the action.
There's a real nervous energy in the air today.
Come to you quite literally on this occasion. It's about 3.5 hours until we are back standing right here to work out who has handled these conditions the best.
Athletes, you are in the hands of the starter. Take your position. And they're off.
Well, we are in for, I think, a day of absolute carnage.
Latourne leading the way right now.
You can see at the very back, I think, a Sam Long, a Lionel Sanders. That is Aaron Royal coming back towards the front end of this field. Just behind him, laid low, the pink cap was Daniel Beckegaard. The Australian is leading here in the first of 2 laps. And the real question will be, where is Lionel Sanders and Sam Long? Well, they're coming to the end of the swim. Aaron Royal first out of the water.
Sam Laidlow, these are all the usual players.
And a large group of men now all coming out pretty close together.
We go, there's Lionel Sanders right now.
So Sam Long.
There he is. Sebastian Kinley has been able to stay right on the back of this group.
There's Lionel Sanders, who will be over 2 minutes down. There's the energetic man, the Sam Long.
He's an animal when he races.
Sam Laidlow right there, just coming through the transition zone. Long train of 9 or 10 men are coming through the transition. It is now approaching 100 degrees out on this course.
Oh, we've got a bit of a problem here.
Lionel Sanders and Sam Long will be coming through the transition zone.
We have another victim.
That is Andre Lopez there, back behind of Sam Long in that pack, and we already know that that group is taking out significant time from the lead. And at this rate, they will catch the front of the race by the time they hit the run.
Sam Laidlow in the top spots right now. So there is Sam Long, looking like he's going to do a triple overtake.
But Magnus Dietlef, he's the all-round full package. But that Sam Long is just blowing by on the bike.
Sam Long has made another pass.
It's that man moving his way through the field again. Lionel, and he really is one of the best in the world. Here we go, this is the first time we've seen Florian Angert take to the front.
Sam Long, there's nobody would have ridden faster at this point on the course. It's in his running legs that this is going to come down to a hard run. Well, we are into the last kilometer or so.
As we can see, Flo Angert getting ready as he comes in now. And are coming in at lightning speed, both Sam Long and Magnus Dietlef. Flo Angert, he looks fantastic.
I think Sam Long has one of 2 objectives, either to win this thing today or to probably be taken off on a cart.
As we can see Magnus Ditlev. Right in the background there, we've got Colin Chartier and Sam Laidlow.
Lionel Sanders. He is in the back of shot there behind Daniel Beckergaard.
That shot there just shows how close he's coming.
There's the pass. Sam Long is running up first.
So Sam's taken that minute behind that he was when he came into transition.
The drama of the race. We see Ditlev coming through there as well. Right on his heels. Magnus Ditlev takes Florian Angert. Lionel Sanders catch the eye of that man, Colin Chartier. They are training partners.
So that's him just making the pass into third place. He is moving the fastest of anyone on course at just 39 seconds down. So Magnus Ditlev is now down to 15 seconds behind, and only 16 behind him is Colin Chartier.
Sam Long is out in front, but he has some chasers closing him down. And just look at the pace of Colin Chartier, full send, really going for it. Sam Long is disproving the mystery pro. Oh, look, he's closing in. The man in red is closing in on Ditlev. He's done
Colin
it.
Chartier passes into second place.
This is redemption for the Americans.
This is it.
Here we go, side by side, shoulder to shoulder.
Magnus Ditlev is holding that gap, almost like he's got a laser beam on them. 10 seconds with just a couple of kilometres, 1.7 kilometres left to go.
But he kicks on, he's made his move.
That was a hell of a surge for this late in the race.
This is the big story of the day. The American, Colin Chartier, comes across the line. First place for Colin Chartier.
Here we can see Magnus Ditlev appears to have really left Sam Long behind.
The delight to cross the finish line for Magnus Ditlev. And he just collapses the other side. Magnus Ditlev comes in second place. And Sam Long stumbles over the line himself for third. What a race he had today. A quite fantastic race by all three men. What a fantastic 2 days of racing it has been from here in Dallas.
Well, we promised you action-packed drama, and my word, the athletes have delivered and a whole lot more. It is certainly an exciting time, not only for the sport of triathlon, but also for the PTO Tour, which will return next year, even bigger and even better.
The prestige involved, I haven't seen a calibre field that we have assembled here today in my lifetime in the sport. I'll lay out a face.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you in for a treat? This is anybody's game.
With my heart on a plate.
This is history in the making.
Tied up in a bow.
Athletes, you are in the hands of the starter. Take your position.